Look, we're just a little over $70 a barrel at the moment. Do you anticipate then that this price will continue to hold for the rest of the year?
Well, good morning, Jeff, and thanks for having me on. I think it's a good set of results, as you said, a strong set of results from BP this morning, and we're very grateful to our team for doing that. It is on the back of three things. Number one, strong underlying performance in the business. Number two, a strengthening balance sheet. And number three, the environment strengthening, as you have just pointed out. So we're seeing oil for $70. We've raised our own plan $50 to $60 for the next several years. That's on the back of strong demand. GDP is back to pre-pandemic levels. The vaccines are clearly working. OPEC Plus is holding discipline. And supply is tightening, particularly in U.S. shale. So I think the combination of those factors have led us to a place where we'll do 1.4 billion of buybacks, as you said, in the third quarter. We've raised our dividend 4%. And if prices hold around $60, we have the capacity to raise that dividend annually at 4% over the next 5 years. And we expect we can do about $1 billion per quarter of buybacks over that period.
And just in terms of production, we know there have been some challenges through the first and the second quarter here, but interesting that you are lifting guidance in terms of production going forward. Just tell us what's better about the production environment that'll help you just produce more.
So I think the underlying business is performing well. We've gone through a major restructuring over the past 12 months. That phase is now largely complete. 6,000 people have left the company, over 6,000 people. Our costs, we actually delivered our cost savings 6 months early, $2.5 billion. And this means that the organization now, Jeff, is really beginning to get in a groove. We're bringing on a lot of major projects. We brought on 8 major projects over the last 12 months. That's 200,000 barrels a day. Reliability in the second quarter from the first quarter. And the outlook is a business that at its core is performing well and is therefore taking advantage of what is a pretty strong price environment.
Bernard, you announced today that you have the capacity for an annual increase in dividend per ordinary share of around 4% through 2025. Clearly, the dividend story really important to investors across this industry. What is the message you're trying to send to investors with this kind of extended guidance that you're providing today?
Juliana, thank you. And it's a message of confidence. It's a message of confidence in the underlying performance of the business. Cash cost savings delivered 6 months early. Our strongest consumer quarter on record, actually. So first and foremost, and most importantly, confidence in the underlying performance of the business. Secondly, confident in balance sheet. Very important. This is the 5th quarter in a row that debt has come down. And that's very important to us, and we want that to continue. And then third is confidence in the environment. The environment is strong. The vaccines are working. The majority of the oil demand in the world comes from US, Europe, China. And of course, vaccination rates are high there. So we see GDP back and growing. We also see, Juliana, OPEC Plus maintaining discipline. And then in the US, which is typically responded to high prices, we're seeing the emergence, quite frankly, of a different business model, a much more disciplined business model on the back of higher cost of capital and people focusing on cash rather than production growth. So it really is for us a story of confidence in the business, confidence in the outlook, and a sense of what is possible in the coming years.